morning, fellow healers. Good morning, fellow feminists. Good morning to everyone that is also watching us live on YouTube and on Facebook and in all other platforms. My name is Gogo Solomon, insizwa kaShabangu. Ngitabuka ngenjabulo phakathi kwamagulube bogogo zindlondlo. Other people know me as Dr. Fikile Vilakazi. Other people know me as Fix. Ngibingelela ngenjabulo this morning, bringing a talk that we did yesterday as we were remembering ugogo Isanusisethu Nkosikati Nkosazana, the Royal Highness ugogo Phephsile Maseko. Sithi wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu. I'm bringing here a talk that we did on behalf of Ikhwelo Healers Collective and the Audre Lords Love Rebels Feminist Collective. We were meant to be three of us representing the collectives. As indicated, it was meant to be myself, together with Ngonyama, Ugogo, Simenjalo, abanye bethu simazi ngoCeluxolo, insizwa kaStuart, kanhlengethwa Stuart, simazi ngo-Afro Savi. From the Audre Lords Love Rebels Feminist Collective, we were meant to have Ujeki, the poet Dichabe. Coming closer to the talk, we received a message from the Traditional Health Organization that they are not able to have all three of us speak due to a number of speakers and limited time frames that they had. So we all then decided that it is best that I did the talk. And I did the talk to represent the different sentiments then of the two collectives as a collaborated effort. So this is how it came across Makehla Madala. I am bringing it live from the live stream of the Traditional Health Organization of South Africa's live stream, Ndauwe Thokozani. I am going to find it. If you can give me a few minutes. There was an apology that was forwarded by the Traditional Health Organization of South Africa for the fact that we were not able to speak as had planned initially. Umkhulu Abraham Wagamgoni extended a hand of sincere apologies to all of us, Makehla Madala Zindlondlo. I'm going to the live stream now. So I'm starting it from the presentation that was made by Isanusi Umkhulu Oscar Ga-SB, who is also one of us. He was speaking in his different capacity as well. And then I think we will follow soon thereafter. Makosa Matkul Thokozani Ndau Shewe. I hope that sound is in our favor, and there are problems with sound from time to time. I trust that it will project very well, failing which I will keep trying it until we get it right. Thokozani Makhosi Zindlondlo. Magube kuhle.
University of Technology. You are welcome, Professor. However, we would like to call the provincial representative that used to work with Phephsile Maseko or at the funding from i-Gauteng AIDS Council, Department of Health, Ubaba Oscar SB Isanusi.
Thank you, Program Director. I am not sure I'm audible.
You are audible, sir.
Thank you. Mandithathe ithuba ndibulise wonke umuntu okhoyo phakathi kwale ndibano. Ibuhlungu ke namhlanje indlela esidibana ngayo, ngoba kaloku silahlekelwe ngomnya kwelunga lethu. Asinayo imincili, ayikho into esivuyisayo ngoba besiqhela ukuba kwezi virtual meeting ngenxa yokubambisana nokusebenza siqhubeka sisiya phambili ngomzabalazo ke wolubiso lwethu lasebunyangeni okanye ebukheni. Ngalawo magama ke ndiyathanda ukucamagusha nxa ndizawuvula le mpetha. Zininzi izithethi ebezithetha apha ngale nzwakazi nale mbokodo ethe yakhothama. Inabo ubuhlungu nobunzima le meko ethi kuyo, kodwa ayikho enye indlela esingenza ngayo. Siyanyanzeleka into yobana masamkele. Umama uPhepsile sisebenzisene naye kangento yokubana isibindi awayenaso wayengaqapheli into yokubana ngelinye ixesha utsiba imida, ngoba wayefuna into yokuba kuphumelele le nto ayiqondayo into yokubana iza nenzuza kule sektha yethu yokugqirha. Asikwazi ke ngoku nanini na ukungaziphawuli into ezifana nezo. Xa ungumntu ke awuyomali, awusoze uthandwe lihlabathi lonke. Xa ungumntu ke awugqirhanga, ithi laa nto uzawuba nazo iziphoso neziphosiso zakho. Inganikezi mntu ke loo nto ithuba negunya lokugweba phezu kwakho. Zizinto ke ezi esasimana ukuzithetha sinale ntombi yakaMaseko, ngoba sasiziinkokheli kweli phondo lalapha eRhawutini. Sasingabantu sasihamba singquzulana intloko singaboni ngasolinye. Into ke ndandiyithanda sislogan esasivumelana ngaso esasithi, leadership, let's play the ball, not the man. Yayithetha ke loo nto into yokubana noba asivani ngezinto, kodwa ayithi loo nto masibambe izixhiba omnye komnye. Asiboni ngasolinye, masivumelane ngaloo nto, siye phambili, sibeke iingqondo zethu kulo mcimbi nalo mba ekufana uba singawo. Sisebenzisene. For the first time in many years, our province in Gauteng, in actual fact, our sector in this province, managed once again to be able to be funded and do 1, 2, and 3. Yes, it wasn't enough. The time span was not enough. But one appreciates the fact that the efforts that were put in were so amazing that they delivered results. Of course, our sector and our province remains in tatters. For me, this is an opportunity. This is a platform that we need to be using to reflect on the deeds, the efforts, the works of gogo Maseko. She would openly tell us all, listen, mna andiyonyanga ndilogqirha. Cha ndawufundiswa lo msebenzi kutata. Indlela endiwuthanda ngawo. It will be impossible for me to stand by and look at this sector perishing. So the energy yakhe was always at a peak because of the passion that she has for the sector. She fought with every ounce in her blood to ensure that this sector and the practitioners of the sector enjoy the benefits and the rights of partaking in the stream of health. I therefore say to my comrades and my fellow practitioners, let us make sure that whatever uPhepsile wanted to achieve, like umama uXaluva eqeda ukusho, let us make sure her dreams and her visions do not perish. We should take the baton and we should ensure that we achieve what uPhepsile intended to achieve. In the last meeting that we had with various other leaders, we came up with a vision that says we would like to see many other organizations strengthening themselves, ensuring that they are visible and audible enough throughout the country, throughout the continent, and should work in unison to ensure the success of attaining and achieving the goals of the sector, to emancipate the practitioner, to educate government and its officials, to ensure there is no more exclusivity in decision-making. These are all but part of the things that umama uPhepsile wanted to ensure which we achieve. Namhlanje, noma yena engasekho, into engiseke ngayo, igama lakhe, imisebenzi yakhe, umoya wakhe, uphuzu lwakhe, lohlala lukhona phakathi kwethu. Thina ke esazi into okubana yintoni ebalulekileyo nefunekayo, akumelekanga sityhafe ngalomzuzu. Sisekhona inkokheli kule sekta. Le sekta inomsebenzi omningi ekufanele ba iyenziwa. Zininzi izinto ekusafanele ba ziyalungiswa. Xa ndizawuvala ngcina isihlalo, ngifuna uvala ngalamagama athi, let us forget petty politics, but let us unite to ensure that we strengthen the sector, that we develop the practitioner, so that we can have a positive contribution to the health, the well-being of our country and the broader society. Ngalawo magama, ndiyabulela ndicama kusho.
Siyabonga, Mkhulu SB. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Professor Nceba Galeni, no Professor, not Dr. Nomsa Dlamini from CSIR, not Dr. Sichaba Barietzen from CSIR. Leaders, you are welcome. Esikhathini samanje sicela ukufaka ubaba uJoel Chauke, the chairperson yala eGauteng. Baba Chauke. Now we also have Professor Katerere. You are also welcome, sir. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Office Lase Swatini. Lulama, you are welcome. Ne presence yendlu yobukhosi kwaHoyi and Abezitha, you are welcome. No Boko Kentani na isicotho kumbona icotho kungena owamukelekile Gogo Thokoza. Esikhathini samanje sizocela i-branch lase Gauteng lisenzele nje ingoma eyi-1 emfishane umucu nje waka-THO bese sikhona ukuthi singene ku-part 2 ngokuphelele ku-program yethu. Gauteng.
Thokozani gogo lina uma ngabe Phephsile Maseko, viva! Viva! Ezulu ngokunyanga phezulu. Phezulu! Siyabonga. Manje sicela uMeidi uSelwane Mokgotsi asikhulumele iyology. Thokozani Boko.
Thokozani Bugogo, ngiyabonga umphathihlelo. Mina igama lami uSilwane Mokgotsi. Ngisebenza kwinhlangano yaka THO, Traditional Healers Organization. Ngizofunda iyology, ifundeka kanjena. Ithi obituary of HRH Princess Temangcamane Phephsile Yolanda Maseko, Mrs. Mathenjwa, a gentle giant, a baobab tree that gave shade to the marginalized and destitute, a visionary leader par excellence, a humanitarian who fought tirelessly for a better life for her people, has departed. In the late iconic leader Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela's words, I quote, "Death is inevitable when one has to done what he or she considered to be their duty to their people and the country. He or she can rest in peace. Our princess is resting in peace." Born on the 5th of August 1974, HRH Princess Temangcamane is the principal princess of the Royal Nguni House, a role that expected of her to be a servant leader from an early age, a role that she embraced with humanity, utmost gratitude and passion throughout her life. She completed her formative schooling at Mbuluzi Girls High School in Eswatini. She joined Standard Bank as public relations support team member in 1994, where the foundation of her career, especially as it relates to working with people from diverse backgrounds, was formed. Eager to learn both on and off the job and to find her true calling and passion in her career, she enrolled for various courses. These include a certificate in HIV and AIDS counseling and general support. Also public relations, human relations management, Africa development studies, leadership and governance at IDEOSA, entrepreneurship and business development at University of Johannesburg, financial management and accounting at IDEOSA, and etc. The list is endless. It suffices to say that her choices of education reflects a person who deeply cared and loved people, a person who loved her continent and wanted to be part of those that bring the solutions that will shape a prosperous Africa for all. This passion led her roles that were strategic, seen by many as best suited for men. Old men need I aid, but with all her grace and humility armed with education and vast experience, our princess demanded a seat at the table of power. She was the national coordinator of all indigenous healers at the Traditional Healers Organization, a role that she executed with the dignity and gentle assertiveness and open-mindedness that it called for 22 years. During her tenure, she successfully forged relations with all stakeholders, in particular the South African government and the Ministry of Health as the chief stakeholder. Her most recent inclusion as a member of the Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19 appointment by Health Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize is a testament to this. She crossed the length and breadth of our continent and beyond, advocating for the inclusion and recognition of traditional healers and natural medicine manufacturers in working with modern societies towards finding sustainable solutions to tackle our toughest challenges in the health and wellness. She diversified her circle and sphere of influence and occupied more spaces and places with her one consistent message: Africa's time is now. Africa's solution to our social economic challenges should come from us as Africans. She is a former board member of Zone-led Development Initiative, a community member of various communities, including the South African Bureau of Standards, SABS, Committee on Traditional Medicine, Charlotte Matlake Board, Ministerial Advisory Committee for the Department of Social Development, Ministerial Advisory Committee on Indigenous Knowledge System for the Department of Science and Innovation, committee member for the Cannabis Development Council of South Africa, which is CDC. The list is endless. She has zest and energy and used it for the betterment of the world she lived in. Her love for indigenous and natural medicine led her to start own business venture, which even as it was still new in the market, was already punching above its weight. Phephsile manufactures and produced a line of traditional and herbal products that is essential in the improvement of our people's health and well-being, especially in fighting chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, stress, and etc. Hers was always going to be a business for the people, with the people, as she wrote in Rural Women, to be part of the value chain. She fought tooth and nail to see this venture off ground and its products in the shelf space of big wholesalers, because the rural women need to feed and take care of their children and take them to school so that they can break the evil chains of the poverty cycle. Phephsile had just signed up a few significant orders that would pave the way to make it truly African brand healing at the time that the world is looking everywhere for others, including Africa. Her Royal Highness was a true epitome of revolutionary servant leadership in modern times. She was action-orientated, not one to wallow in self-pity, but one to follow the pack and come back leading it. She adored her family, her husband, her mother and father, her children, and her siblings. Words can never, ever be enough to describe this multifaceted leader, daughter, sister, wife, mother, businesswoman, aunt, activist, and daughter of the soil. She fought a good fight. She is survived by her husband, her children, Buyolotu, Nonzwagazi, Stenjwa, her mother, Mage Lakubega, her father, Emparia, Dr. Triple D, Phephsile Maseko, her siblings, and her extended family. Hamba kahle Kawekazi, hamba kahle Nkosatana, ulifezile likhaso lwakho, wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu. I thank you, Program Director.
Siyabonga Silwane for the eulogy. Ngaphakathi kwethu sicela ukuthi samukele ama-partners namanye wakho Phephsile ne-THO ebe Ikhwelo Traditional Healers. You are welcome. Sicela ukuthi kwamanje sizozwa iletha ebuya kubazali baka gogo Phephsile. Le letter izofundwa Babu Spiwe, the second deputy chairperson of THO.
Thokozani Siyanibingelela nonke. Angicela nje ngokuthi ngamukele umama usasekani Manzini uMSc wezempilo eMpumalanga esiye sisebenza naye kakhulu. Engicabanga ukuthi naye uyafisa ukusho amazwi mabili mathathu kuthi mangcamane ngoba sike sihlangana naye senza umsebenzi othile. Ngaphambi kokuthi ngifunde lencwadi ngicela ukuthi nje ake asiphe amazonyana naye.
Isi usasekhona?
Especially myself, Phephsile, what we start is to do department whilst we overbreak the food. And the eating it she's one person and I miss the opportunity. No exactly but and then that is yes, I'm all to present to Saturday because one of the passion that night, if we put already because of the first meeting, managed to establish the structures in the province from the municipalities to be a province. And to an extent, the footing, I made sure the opportunity as a province as it is, which I also present national Malak. And every time, I began a passion in a corner. If I told her anything, especially first.
Okay, there is an interruption there on the live stream. I'm going to check what is the situation. It could be network related.
Busy. Should have told Deb to put it.
Okay, I'm trying to get it to
Siyabonga MSc. Ngiyachubeka ke nokufunda incwadi ebhalwe ngumongameli wa-THO uDokotela Maseko. Angicale nje ngokuthi amahlahlandlela e-THO, amalunga, istafu, umndeni we-THO nabo bonke abamenywa abakhona namhlanje umzansi wonke alwehlangana ngehlile. Ifundeka kanjena ke umlayezo kaBamongameli. Endlovini wena wendlovu sive sabenguni kwakungathi siyaphupha nasiva ukuthi inkosatana eMangcamane uthi eMangcamane akasekho emhlabeni. Wena wendlovu kubanye wendlovu dlovu sidle ekhaya ngokosela umelusi mdando lokwana sidwaba silithuli singangomtolo sekhabonyoko chawe kati kepha siyathemba emakhosi akini anawe sive sonke emhlaba wonke siyawathi umsebenzi wakho ayalala amaqhawe usala tibongo wena wendlovu sifuna ukuthi ke kulomlayezo wabamongameli sithi the baobab tree has fallen liwile iqhawe ayandlula amaqhawe emhlabeni kodwa ayokhunjulwa ngokomsebenzi sifuna ukuthi kuwe Nhlavana unhlavu azimshayisa amphampalaza umafavu kagila izimanga umehlabovu ngagwalagwala ehlaza njengeqhawe wena wendlovu ubambelele phansi ngezandla zachaza igazi alo nhlangano ngehlile khobonye wendlovu lala ngoxolo uNkulunkulu waziyo siyabonga.
Siyabonga abusiphiwe Manana. Esikhathini samanje sicela ukufaka the partner number 1 the Ikhwelo healers besebenza nabo kakhulu esikhathini se-lockdown. Sicela nokuthi ugogo Amanda Xabashe naye azilungise, and then Professor Nceba Caleni naye azilungise. Professor Katerere, please also prepare yourself, and then we'll follow with the tribute letter from the Credo Mutua Foundation, which is going to be read by Silwane Mokhati again. The Ikhwelo traditional healers, over to you, Dr. Fikile Vilakazi.
I don't know if I'm audible.
You are audible.
Siyabingelela ngenjabulo phakathi kwamagroup esidlodlo Ikhwelo Healers Collective sihamba ne-Audre Lord Love Rebels Feminist Collectives. Sisebenzile kakhulu nongonyamakazi during lockdown sisebenzela indaba ye-COVID-19 nemithi yokulapha bendabuko silwela amalungelo. Silahlekelwe kakhulu bantu abadala nathi lasikhona sikhala nani sikhala nayo i-Traditional Healers Organization sikhala nomndeni wakaMaseko nomndeni wakaMathenjwa ebukhosini sithi wena wendlovu umoya wakho ungadinwa ndlodlo ube lithonge lihle. Sihambile nayo ugogo Phephsile kakhulu abanye bethu sihlangana naye la ku-COVID-19 abanye bethu kudala siyibambile le ndlela sibuya kude makhosi amakhulu ngikhumbula esafika eSouth Africa evela eSwatini sasisebancane sihlangana laphayana ku-Joint Enrichment Program ehamba nokuba kwakhe kulungiswa indaba yokungena eSouth Africa. Ziningi-ke singazixoxa sazohlangana la ebulaphini bendabuko lokho sihamba le ndlela singena nje kulo mthetho we-Traditional Health Practitioners Act eyaqala soloko in the early 2000s siloko siyibambile nogogo omkhulu Maseko. Ziningi esingazixoxa abantu abadala. Suffice to say ukuthi indlela thina sikhumbula ngayo laphayana kakhulukazi Ikhwelo Healers Collective Feminist Love Rebels umsebenzi omuhle kakhulu ungonyama asenzela wona during the Traditional Medicine Week yaka 2020 kwaba i-keynote address yethu laphayana simbebile sasibe ney'nhlangano njengoba namanje sisazibanga simmeme sithi ngonyama siyacela bandla ukuze uzobambisana nathi singabalaphi bendabuko eSouth Africa agijime njengoba omunye wabakhulumayo ashilo ukuthi bayomabizo asabele bayengalona igwala futhi umbiza noma ngabe kuthiwa kungena endaweni ekuthiwa kuyaliwa sisempini bayeqhamuka uvele kuliwe kuphinde kulungiswe futhi. Simkhumbula kakhulu ngoba wasikhumbuza laphayana ku-Traditional Medicine Week ukubaluleka kwe-commercialization nendaba yomnotho nabantu abaphethe umnotho wokulaphi bendabuko ikakhulukazi ekhala kakhulu ngomama baseMzansi. Kula singena khona njengama-feminist eMzansi Afrika lapha kwi-Los Love Rebels Feminist Collective sasikhuluma naye ethi it is very, very important ukuthi siyakhumbula eSouth Africa singakhohlwa even during COVID-19 bakhulumile abaningi wayesho kakhulu ukuthi asiloko sikhuluma lento yokuthi sifuna uhulumeni asibone asihloniphe kungabe ukuthi nje thina siproducer i-raw materials kodwa singakwazi ukuprocessa. Wathi futhi kuleyo nkumbulo sicela ukuthi abomama base-South Africa babambe iqhaza elingaphambili. And there are many reasons wayesho lokho ngoba ethi 40% of women in South Africa are currently living with COVID-19. Maningi ama-statistics ngengiye kuwo kakhulukazi abantu badala ngoba siyakhala namhlanje. Kodwa sithi uyimbokodo ungasiyimbokodo gogo ekhulu kwenyamakazi. Uhambe nathi, one of the messages she left behind with us when we're talking about the rising of the feminine divinities ebulaphini bendabuko athi asisukumiseni amathongo phakathi kwethu alapha imbeleko yesizwe, imbeleko yomhlaba. Sizomkhumbula ugogo uPhephsile Maseko engasekho sakhuluma ngendaba yokuthi senza kanjani sibambisana kanjani kulo msebenzi njengoba bashila abanye ukuthi sesiye sixoxisane kakhulu la engxoxweni sitholane siphinde singatholani siphinde sitholane kodwa umlayezo emalangeni adlule sesikhuluma ngawo kakhulukazi singabelaphi safoma into ethi abelaphi strategy from lama collectives awu-2 engikhuluma ngawo. Sikhulumisana ngokuthi sihlangana kanjani siwukuthi wabalaphi bendabuko eSouth Africa. Wayihamba nathi-ke uNyamakazi ahamba athi ngizobikela ekhaya kwa-THO phinde ngibuye ngisho ukuthi this is where we stand. Sasitheke kulo nyaka njengokuqala izwe elisha elizwe lokulapha izwe elihamba emithini nasekuhambeni. Sathi sizophinde sihlangane sibonisane ukuthi sihlangana kanjani singabalaphi bendabuko. She had a word that she used to like. Wathi kimi yazi gogo Solomon unesibindi mlondo. Kodwa ngiyasithanda isibindi sakho. Nami ngangithi mangibheka ngithi gogo unesibindi. Ngiyasihlonipha futhi isibindi sakho ngoba isibindi khehle lidala esinaso sonke siyingonyama sibizi kumsebenzi lapha. Ngeke ngize nginabe kade abantu abadala suffice to say ukuthi sithi dudu akwehlanga lingehlanga ekuthiwe ebunyangeni nasebuthongweni. Those we love do not depart from us. Kodwa bayahamba babe ngamathongo babe yimimoya. Ungonyama uzovuka uvukile in the uprising. Simamele umoya wakhe, simamele amazwi akhe, sibambisane naye, sihlangane singabalaphi bendabuko, which is one of her last wishes. Kwabanye bethu besiloko sihamba sixoxisana naye. Ku-Feminist Los Love Rebels bacelile ukuthi ngidlulise umlayezo othi she represented an image ekungathiwa for those of us esizabalaza nayo simazi njengehila kodwa simazi njengecommunity ukuthi we are all aspiring for change in the country, a change that will foreground indigenous knowledge systems, will foreground women on the front line, but a change that is also led from a feminist-driven strategy that is grounded ebulaphini bendabuko. Singawalahla ama-communities, singalahli ikhambi, but also as I close program director, wathi kithi singakhohlwa ukusebenzisana ne-Department of Science and Innovation. Sikhumbuze i-Department of Science and Innovation that it is important for us to be recognized not just as producers of raw material, but as co-owners of this economy that is grounded on indigenous knowledge systems. So sizokwenza lokho ngenjabulo ndlondlo, sizokwenza sibambisene na-THO, sibambisene nabalaphi, singabalaphi sonke bendabuko eSouth Africa, singakhethi ibala ledlozi, siduduza ebukhosini, siduduza kwamaseko, siduduza ku-THO, siduduza ngisho kwamathenja, sithi wena wendlovu bayede thokozana.
Siyabonga gogo Solomon. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Makule Murenyane from Healing Hands in this debate.
Thokozani Gogo, that is the brief of inkulumo that we presented yesterday, Makehla Madala. That is the part that I just wanted to bring forth for Ikhwelo Healers Collective, together with the Audre Lords Love Rebels Feminist Collective. Makehla Madala, umsebenzi ahead of us, it is printed. Boko Komkulu, there are imprints everywhere. One of them are the imprints that have been developed together with Ugogo, Ungonyamagazi, Phephsile Maseko, in the work that we have started, that we have called Abelapi Strategy. Many of us would remember that we had started that subgroup to put together ideas that are saying, where to from here is Abelapi Bendabugo in South Africa. How do we move forward to the agenda of unity? There are many ideas and suggestions that have come forward. Ugogo, Undlovukazi, Ugogo Masuku has led us, Makehla Madala, in developing a draft document that is looking at a possibility of forming a federation, a possibility of forming an association, a possibility of forming something that unites all of us as Abelapi Bendabugo, coming from various backgrounds, zezimpande ezahlukahlukene, various backgrounds of imisebenzi yethu, ey'ntumbeni zethu, various healing systems. Makehla Madala, we will move this work forward. Sasivumelene, sithembile ukuthi uzobe enathi uNgonyama uGogo Phephsile Maseko when we resume these conversations in 2021. Akasekho ke Makehla Madala ngokwenyama, ukhona ngokomoya, uyithongo. Makehla Madala, silamukele ngenjabulo lethongo phakathi kwendawo, phakathi kwamagulube. We know as spirit beings that those who live amongst us in the physical form, when they depart in the physical form, do not really leave us, but they transform into spirit beings that inhabit our spaces and our bodies in different ways. Masimamukele umoya kaNgonyamakazi uGogo Phephsile Maseko ngenjabulo phakathi kwamagulube ezindlondlo ngendlela khona. Kube kuhle sithi masihlangana Makehla Madala, and when we meet and elaborate on these issues that she was part of, that we remember some of her ideas. Makube kuhle bogogo mkhulu, until we meet again. Thank you very much, fellow healers and fellow feminist Lords Love Rebels, for the opportunity to represent. Ugogo Solomon lokhuluma insizwa kaShabangu, udokotela ufikile kaVilakazi, abanye bangibiza ngoFix. Nginjabulo kakhulu, thokozani.